I'm gonna do a little quick video this afternoon. It is almost 4 o'clock and got out here kind of late. I was editing the last video that I just uploaded from February the 13th, so I needed to do that. Oh, there he is. There he is. Needed to do that, and decided to come out here just for a couple hours this afternoon. And got a fish in the boat already. And he looks to be about 15 and a half, maybe 16 inches. Nice pretty little fish. Caught him on the old shadow wrap here. Pretty good little bait. I've been using it on the 13th. That last video that I did, I was using this bait on there. And it's a slow sinking bait. So it gets down there so you can fish it. For those suspended fish, you can just let it sink real slow and it'll go a little bit deeper, because the bill on this thing's not very big. But if you want to fish it super slow, you can definitely get it on down there pretty good ways. Oh my goodness. Maybe we can do like a little unedited video of this trip. That'd be pretty cool. Just do like an hour or 2 hours worth of film with no editing. Can't believe that fish didn't come back and hit it. There he is. Oh, no. You're just running straight at me. Oh, my goodness. Feels like a pretty good one, but he's not coming up, so he's probably foul hooked. Fish that are foul hooked, they kind of stay down. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just coming up there and swiping at that bait. Boy, I made a mess right there. Good God. A little 13, 14 incher. Alright, let's see. Go back up there again. I'm using my Shimano GLF 7-foot medium action, and I've got a little 13 fishing Arios reel on here. Honestly, I don't really like the reel. I bought one of them and just to try them out. They were on the cheaper side, so I ended up buying one, trying it out, and I really like. I'll be sticking to Shimano's for spinning reels. But it works for this. It's all right. The drag's okay. It's nothing like the Shimano drag, that's for sure. So we're sitting in 11 foot of water, and we're probably casting in about 5 or 6. Right on the edge of like a little flat, real flat spot with a point on it. And there's about 20 foot of water behind us. So just want to fish the edge of these shallow spots. So the way I got this set up is I've got like 14 or 15 pound braid on here. It's Yozuri braid. Yozuri braid's pretty inexpensive, but I really like it. It's actually super smooth. And I've got 14 pound fluorocarbon leader on here. I got about, I guess about 4 foot of that on here. I've got it tied with a uni knot. And with this 7 foot rod, it's plenty of length to kind of cast a long ways if I need to. But it's a medium, but it is like a, it's like, this rod's almost like a composite rod, like a crankbait rod. If any of you guys bass fish have ever bought or used a crankbait rod, this rod really feels like that. It's pretty good feeling rod, especially for a jerk bait. Gives it a lot of, it has a lot of give to it. And if you do hook a big fish, there's a ton of give, and feel like it keeps a good many fish buttoned up, when probably with a little bit stiffer rod or a different rod, they probably wouldn't get they probably wouldn't stay hooked quite as good. Well, we started off pretty good and then nothing. Around this point. Super shallow up there. Comes out. We're sitting in 7.5, so gradually drops out from there. That's pretty shallow up on top of it. Let's try something a little bit different. Threw my DOA out there a few times. Water's pretty clear today. So this might be a good choice. I don't know, we will see. I don't know how well they're actually eating today, because all those fish, those 2 fish that I caught, didn't seem like they were really interested in eating. More of a just swiping at the bait type of deal. There's one. He pumped it pretty good. I don't think he's that big. Running straight at the boat. Alright, pretty nice fish actually. Nice keeper. Got an 18-inch fish. Your release sucks. Have them bump it right there. Just bumped it. Back this way a little bit. where I caught those first two with the jerk bait. Working a little bit slower through there with this DOA. Just had one thump it right there. Didn't need it though. Seems like you gotta fish super slow. Fix and pick that jerk bait up again. Throw it up there kind of shallow. You can still definitely catch them on a DOA, but I really don't know how many shrimp are down there swimming around right now, honestly. So I know I've been seeing a lot of little fry and some sort of little fish chasing them. So I think those trout are definitely on more of a bait fish pattern than anything else. Oh my God. Like I said, they're just swiping at me. They're not actually just eating it. Like that one there, I mean, he felt like he hit it really hard, but he must have just swiped at it. Didn't really get hooked good. We're sitting in 8 foot of water. We threw it up there on that point. And about between us and that point, where it starts to drop off, is where that fish just hit. Right there on those drops, close to the edge of that shallower water is what it seems like. Not thick though, that's for sure. Let's make that cast again. And that we just got hit on. Little mullet hopping right there. So, won't be long now. We'll be getting ready to do some crappie fishing up on Grenada and Enid. So that's coming up soon. We just got a good bit of rain up north, and so that water will be getting up in those bushes here pretty soon. Right now it's well, we're almost at the end of February, but February is really short, but we're almost up water height wise to where we were first or second week of April last year. So, and those crappie, they'll start moving up as long as it's warm. They may not be bedding yet or anything, but they'll be pulling up on that in those shallow bushes and trees here before long. So probably in about another 2 weeks I'll be heading up there, try my first wade fishing trip of the year. I'm gonna bring the boat just in case the wade, god dang it, the wade, oh there he goes, he came back and hit it again. Just in case the wade fishing isn't great, I'll have my boat be able to go do something else. Another fish there. He'd be really close to 15. He'd be really close. He hit it twice. First time he just hit it. Second time he actually got hooked. So anyways, he'd be really close to 15, that guy there. So I was working that bait pretty slow through there. Might be what we have to do, just work the jerk bait really slow. God. Crazy, man. I know if I freaking smoked it too. There he is. It's working it super slow, man. I'm talking about like little small jerks. Letting it sit there for a good second or two. Oh, might have some, might be a decent fish. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's a nice fish. I don't think he's a 20-incher, but definitely a nice fish. Gonna measure that one just to see if he's 20. So he literally swiped at this bait and got the back end of the trebles. So 19 inches. 19 inches. Pretty fish, nice healthy fish. Going back. So I am working that bait, this jerk bait. Give it a couple little jerks, but I'm not jerking it really hard. I'm just giving it kind of small jerks. May not seem like it on video, but this rod being a medium action and a true medium action, like I said earlier, it's almost like a composite rod. I'm just giving it real small twitches, just like. And I'm letting it sit there. In this bait, like I said earlier, it's a slow sinking bait. So if you let it sit there, it will sink. We're sitting right now in 8 foot of water, and we're casting up in easy 3 to 4. Tide's pretty high today too, so if the tide wasn't so high, it'd be a little bit shallower, but tide's pretty high, so we're casting on up there a good ways. And it seems like they're right on that edge where it starts to drop off is where we've gotten a good many bites at. I was hoping that was another one for the release over 20. That's a little website that Don Bailius, he reached out to me on Facebook, told me about it. I didn't even know it was there. And I usually release a lot of my bigger fish anyways, but there's a website called releaseover20.org, and you can go on there and register, and you register your speckled trout or your flounder, redfish, sheephead, and I think they got a little thing on there for stripers as well. But it's got go in there and register your fish, like your speckled trout that you've caught over 20 inches and released. So, and you can break it down by state, month, stuff like that. So it's pretty neat. But I'm all for releasing bigger fish, because honestly, I mean, those bigger fish like that, especially after this year, the year that they've had with all the snow and the freezes and all the fish kills that we've had, those bigger fish, they're the ones that produce the most eggs and offspring. So and after you register, oh shoot, that's not good. The line just broke. See if I can catch that. Might be one of the bad things about a slow sinking bait right there, is now it's sinking. If it was a floating bait, I'd have be able to just go over there and scoop it up, but I know it's right in there somewhere. Trying to throw my jig down there and maybe I can at least hook the line, but I got fluorocarbon on there, so chances of me actually hooking that pretty slim right now. Well, I guess that jerkbait's lost, unfortunately. That sucks. Alright. Throw this DOA up here a few times. Have to go see what else I got for jerk baits in there. It seems like getting more bites on that jerk bait. Doing the DOA pretty much in the same places, but not really getting very many bites on it. So I've got this H&H Trout Assassin on here on a weightless hook. I'll throw this a couple of times up here. It's basically like a soft jerk bait, soft stick bait, and it kind of walks the dog under the water. Got 14-pound fluorocarbon on this rod, so it sinks pretty good. Not super fast, but whenever you jerk it, it definitely comes up, and then once you stop it, it does sink. So, but it does have a bait fish profile compared to the DOA, so I'll throw this a couple times up here and see what happens. The fact that they're not really eating, they're just kind of swiping at baits, I don't think this is going to work quite as good. It looks great in the water, but I don't really think the fish are that aggressive, honestly. So what I'll probably do is, since I've got fluorocarbon on this rod, I'll probably put a jerk bait on here real quick. Because if not, I'll have to tie a leader on that other rod. And I don't really feel like having to do all that right now. So probably just put a jerk bait on here. I got some cheap Guggen Squad jerk baits that I'd bought. I really bought them to trout fish with. They were on sale at Academy, and I don't like using really nice jerk baits for trout fishing. I mean, they work really good, like your Mega Bass, absolutely awesome for trout fishing. But man, the way speckled trout tear your baits up, man, it's hard to spend $25 on a jerk bait just to catch speckled trout with, especially whenever you can catch them on a $10 bait like the Rapalas that I was throwing. These were on sale, $5.97. Oh, this is a Berkeley bait. I got a couple Guggens in there too, but this is a Berkeley Cutter 90, so it's a little bit smaller profile. The other bait I was throwing was a 110 size. So put this on. This is a black and silver, so that classic bait fish color. This is a really good size though for trout at 90. The 90 and 110, both really good sizes for trout. So, but I look for these sales on these jerk baits at Academy and Ollie's. I've gotten some really nice Lucky Crafts at Ollie's before too, and I try to just use those for the speckled trout. Like I said, between the salt water and the fish themselves, they absolutely wreck these jerk baits. And as long as they got a decent action and you can get them down, that's all that really matters. Oh, I gotta adjust the brakes on this thing. Good God. Those brakes were fine for what I was throwing before, but bait's a little bit heavier. It took off from me. So we'll adjust this once I get it unraveled out from my spinning reel over here. Good God. Oh, this sucks. There we go. Okay. Now we're back. Ready to go again. Good God. Jerkbait seems like it's got some pretty decent action to it. I've never thrown one of these, but looks like it's pretty decent action. Oh my God, smoked it. drum. Little puppy drum. This is what a lot of people eat these. I don't know, man. I've seen videos and pictures of these fish having a bunch of worms in them, so I don't mess with them. And even trout, that's why I don't like eating trout all that much either. Especially in the summertime, it seems like they got a bunch of worms in them, so I don't really mess with them a whole lot. I think one hit it. Not slacking my line.